Now let's get into the, the first 4 or 5 questions I think are about Michkov. We'll lead it off with our guy, Devin. Will Michkov have more goals or assists, or do you think an even split? My gut tells me goals. He's a goal scorer. That seems, his instinct is to take the puck to the net. That's what he does. That said, he's never had teammates like this before. And I know what we think of the Flyers' talent level, but Travis Konechny would be the best player in the KHL. That's just true. And you see, maybe he'll be playing with him, and he's going to be on a power play with a guy like Owen Tippett, guys like Tyson Forster, who just fire the puck at will.
Yeah.
I think there might be a little bit of room for him to grow as a setup guy. I think it was pretty even in the KHL last year. I think he had 19 goals, 20-some assists, something like that. But my initial instinct is, yeah, he's going to score. That's what he does. But everyone talks about his IQ and how he thinks the game. And if he's just creating offense, to me personally, his bread and butter, especially as a rookie, is he's adapting to new level, new teammates, new speed of the game, all that. It's going to be the power play. And if I'm the power play coach, his ass is going to be set up behind the net. And yeah, you can pull the Michigan from there, wraparounds, get rebounds and stuff. You can always step into the slot, but you're going to distribute a lot from there. That's Gretzky's office.
Yep.
And I think there might be a little bit more room for playmaking than I initially thought when I was learning about Michkov and the type of player he is, where it's I score. I think he's going to do that, but I want to know how he bounces off these teammates and sets them up. We already saw, in the highlights we showed, yeah, he had a Michigan attempt.
Yeah.
And in the other 2, he's poking a puck free to Luchenko. He's making a great spin move to try to set up a guy on a 2-on-1. Maybe that IQ translates more to playmaking than we thought.
Yeah, you hit it all on the head, man. I think that coming over to the NHL and this level that we got here in the NHL, I think that and also a gut instinct, and from all the clips that we've seen, I just feel like the assists are going to be more than the goals. He's going to be facing much tougher goaltending, much tougher defense, and you talked about his IQ. You can clearly tell that, and his vision on the ice is impeccable too. So I think in year 1, we're going to see some more assists than goals.
I think that could be, and scoring, and listen, this guy has scored at every level. There's a reason people think he was the second best player in his draft class. He fell to 7. Out of great, tremendous luck for us, I believe. But it's going to be interesting. He's still going to have to... Scoring on NHL goalies is difficult.
Yeah,
it's very, very hard. They're mostly all gigantic, and they're the best in the world.
Fast, too.
Maybe it takes him a little longer to figure that out. But I bet you the goal scoring comes around, too. But I wonder if he's going to be more of a distributor early on, as he acclimates to his team.
Also, keep in mind, what line does he play with, right? We're all probably anticipating Coots and Forster possibly on that line. And obviously, those guys, Forster, I have high hopes for, man. I'm expecting him to score some goals this year. And we don't know what we're going to get with Coots, but it does feel like with his IQ, he could definitely set both of those up for some goal scoring.
Both of those guys, it's not as if Sean Couturier is a goal scorer,
right?
But he showed an ability to put 30 in the net a couple of times, just getting to the slot for Claude Giroux. And
for sure,
if Michkov can think the game like Giroux, and all indications are that he can score some goals there. And we know what kind of shot Forster has. So if those are his types of line mates, now if he's playing more with Morgan Frost, who's more of a distributor, it's going to be probably a lot of give and goes. And he's going to be the one taking the puck to the net, because that's not necessarily Frost's game. So it might just depend on who he plays with more than anything.
I'm curious what his mindset is in year 1 too. Obviously, you're adjusting in the NHL, but what's the mindset out on the ice still? Are you looking to score? Are you looking to create for others? What is your mindset in year 1?
Yeah, it seems like this dude just is goals, assists. He just wants to win. He just wants to win more than anything. So I don't think it's going to be, oh, yeah, man, he's a great end-to-end player, but he doesn't use his teammates. He's selfish with the puck. I don't think it's going to be like that. But I don't think it's going to be like sometimes we beg G to shoot a little more. I remember Peter Forsberg, we're like, yes, it is great that Simone Gagne scored 47 goals or whatever it was, but I don't know, man, score 30 instead of 20. Like you had some opportunities to shoot still. Like I don't think it's going to be either of those. I think like his IQ and his willingness to just try to dominate early. It's going to be really, really fun to watch.
Speaking of which, did you know Forsberg has a cocktail here in the city?
Does he?
Yeah,
I did not see it.
He was telling us there's a bar here that serves a Forsberg.
Really?
Yeah, we'll have to get the deets from him, man.
We're gonna have to find that out.
I want some of that.
Yeah, it's not a shot. We know that about Peter Forsberg. It's gonna be a nice little setup drink. Yeah, maybe a chaser, something like that.
We all silly like the mayor.